DeWanna Bonner's decision to quit the Indiana Fever has come back to haunt her in the most brutal way imaginable. What was once perceived as a power move, an experienced veteran walking away from a struggling franchise, has now become a cautionary tale. Bonner thought she was making a bold statement by leaving mid-season, skipping meetings, bypassing trade discussions, and straight up abandoning the team without a second thought. But the situation has flipped entirely. The very team she turned her back on is now rising, fueled by the Caitlin Clark phenomenon and transforming into a legitimate championship contender.
Thing that makes DeWanna Bonner look really, really bad. It makes DB look really, really bad. And it's the fact that she has told all other teams, other than the Mercury, don't sign her.
And here's the twist of fate. Emma Meesseman, a finals MVP and one of the most respected international players in the world, is being linked to joining Indiana. Imagine the irony. Bonner leaves thinking she's too good for the Fever, only to see someone objectively more talented and more desirable potentially take her spot. It's poetic. It's karma. And Bonner, stuck without a team, has to watch it all unfold from the outside looking in. Bonner's abrupt resignation is doing real damage to her reputation across the WNBA. She didn't just ask for a trade. She didn't voice her concerns through proper channels. She quit cold turkey, like someone fed up with a bad job and storming out. That kind of move doesn't sit well in a league where relationships, accountability, and trust are everything. The WNBA is a tight-knit community. Word travels fast. When Bonner bailed on her teammates, she sent a clear message to every GM and coach across the league. If things go south, I'm gone. Now, she's facing the consequences of that decision. Reports indicate she hasn't even gotten a phone call from most franchises. They've moved on. They're cautious. Why invest in a player who might jump ship the moment things don't go her way? Bonner's once solid legacy as a two-time champion is now overshadowed by questions about her professionalism, loyalty, and character. The silence from teams isn't just rejection, it's a reckoning. Emma Meesseman isn't just a potential addition. She's the complete package and exactly what the Fever need. She's not some role player or past her prime vet. Emma is a finals MVP, a walking mismatch, and a high IQ floor general wrapped into one. She can score from the paint, stretch the defense with her three-point shooting, and operate as a secondary playmaker, all while playing elite team defense. For a young team like Indiana, still developing its identity around Caitlin Clark, Meesseman would be the ideal glue. Her presence would not only bolster Clark's growth, but also elevate the entire roster. The potential synergy between her and Clark is mouth-watering. Imagine the pick-and-pop options, the interior passing, the floor spacing, the veteran leadership. She's the kind of player that doesn't just fit into a team, she transforms it. And the fact that she's even considering Indiana shows just how far the Fever have come in such a short time. They've gone from bottom feeders to a legitimate destination, and Emma Meesseman's interest proves it. The contrast between Bonner and Meesseman couldn't be more embarrassing for Bonner. On one hand, you have Bonner, a player who bailed mid-season, leaving her team when the pressure began to mount. On the other, Meesseman, a respected international star who's built a career on consistency, professionalism, and championship pedigree. While Bonner is left scrolling through her phone, hoping for a miracle offer, Meesseman is being courted by top teams across the league, including the very one Bonner abandoned. The optics are brutal. One player walked away the moment things got hard. The other is thinking about joining a team because she sees potential in their rebuild. One quit. The other wants to build. One sent a message of entitlement. The other radiates maturity. The Fever fans and front office must be smiling ear to ear. If Meesseman joins, they're not just replacing Bonner. They're upgrading in every possible sense. And Bonner will have to live with the reality that she may have cleared the path for someone significantly better to take her spot. The Indiana Fever's front office is emerging from this saga looking like absolute geniuses. When Bonner left, they didn't panic. They didn't scramble to find a quick fix. They stayed focused on their vision, build around Clark, invest in culture, and stay patient. Now that patience may be paying off in the best way possible. By letting Bonner walk, they created both roster flexibility and a cultural reset. That open spot now presents an opportunity to sign a proven star like Meesseman, someone who fits their system perfectly and actually wants to be there. It's a case of addition by subtraction, but supercharged. You lose a disgruntled veteran and potentially gain a finals MVP. That's not just a win, That's a statement. Indiana went from being seen as a rebuilding mess to a franchise elite players are eyeing. And it didn't happen by accident. It happened because they believed in their blueprint and stayed the course. If Meesseman signs, it would be one of the greatest mid-season turnarounds in recent WNBA history. Caitlin Clark's presence is changing everything for the Fever, and it's why stars like Meesseman are even interested. It's not just about Clark's scoring or her highlight reel passes. It's about how she's reshaping the identity of the franchise. Since her arrival, the Fever have become relevant again. Ticket sales are up. Fan engagement is skyrocketing. And now, big-name players are seriously considering coming to Indiana, something that would have been unthinkable a year ago. Clark brings gravity, not just on the court, but in terms of attention, opportunity, and momentum. Emma Meesseman knows this. She sees the potential to mentor Clark, to help build something lasting, and to compete for another title. That kind of influence is rare for a rookie, but Clark has it. She's the magnet pulling this team, and the league forward. Her impact extends far beyond box scores. And if Meesseman does join Indiana, a big part of that decision will likely be the chance to play alongside one of the most electrifying young stars women's basketball has ever seen. Bonner's reputation is suffering not just from quitting, but from what the Fever are becoming without her. There's humiliation in watching your former team thrive after you leave. There's even more in seeing them become better without you. That's exactly what Bonner is dealing with right now. Her exit was supposed to be a wake-up call. Instead, it became a blessing for the Fever. While she sits without offers, Indiana is building momentum, adding pieces, and potentially landing an international star. Teams don't forget this kind of thing. Reputation follows you. And in the WNBA, with its close-knit structure and tight roster availability, a single wrong move can haunt you for seasons. Bonner thought she was making a power play. In reality, she tanked her own stock. And now she's not just without a team. She's the example that other players will point to when discussing what not to do during adversity. Meanwhile, the Fever are proving that loyalty, resilience, and a long-term vision pay off. For Fever fans, this twist of fate feels like the ultimate payoff after years of frustration. These are the same fans who endured losing streaks, dysfunctional rosters, and players giving up. And now, not only do they have Caitlin Clark bringing hope back to the city, but they might be on the verge of adding a finals MVP to the mix. That kind of upgrade isn't just good, it's vindication. It's proof that things are finally turning around. The idea of pairing Clark's dynamic playmaking with Meesseman's veteran savvy has Fever fans buzzing. It's the kind of combination that could put them deep into playoff contention. After everything the fanbase has been through, watching Bonner quit, and then seeing her potentially replaced by someone even better is poetic justice. It's the basketball version of trading in a broken-down car and being handed the keys to a luxury sports vehicle. This is the redemption arc Indiana's faithful have been waiting for, and it's playing out in real time. Meesseman's arrival could be the key to unlocking the Fever's full championship potential. Let's be clear, this isn't just about what she brings today. It's about what she unlocks for the future. For Caitlin Clark, having a mentor like Meesseman is invaluable. Her basketball IQ, championship mindset, and versatility would offer Clark a living, breathing example of how to lead at the highest level. For the team's defense, Meesseman adds communication, switchability, and toughness in the paint. For the offense, she brings spacing, secondary playmaking, and a clutch scoring option. This isn't just a player you add to make headlines. This is someone who elevates everyone around her. With Meesseman on board, the Fever don't just become a playoff team. They become dangerous. And in a league as competitive as the WNBA, that edge could be the difference between being exciting and being elite. Her potential impact is massive, and the timing couldn't be better. This entire saga is a masterclass in karma, and a warning to every player in the league. Bonner believed she was irreplaceable. She thought walking out would send a message. It did, but not the one she wanted. Her decision freed the Fever to pursue better options, rebuild their culture, and attract elite talent like Meesseman. Now she's unemployed, her stock is plummeting, and she's watching her former team rise without her. Meanwhile, Meesseman stands on the edge of joining a team that's trending upward fast. She's being celebrated. Bonner is being forgotten. The contrast is both harsh and deserved. The WNBA is built on accountability, and actions have consequences. Bonner's power move turned into powerlessness. Indiana's patience turned into power. And fans across the league are witnessing a transformation in real time. a team that lost a quitter now gaining a champion. You couldn't write a better redemption arc, and you can bet Bonner will be the last person to forget it.